have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you're qualified? Your local real estate agent Antoinette Ware is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick Auto Detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your appointment now.
Got some snaps on the petrol. Mr. Trap rap no Bizzo from the mud to the tub. And I'm rocking out with Queen Silvy and Tim. You know.
Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show with the #1 spot. Look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show. 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 Look out.
This is Pepper Gomez of Wake Up Music, and you are listening to my favorite, The Queen Silvy Show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you all for dropping by and spending another terrific Tuesday with us on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. Speaking of Queen Silvy, it is now my pleasure to bring to you the Queen herself, the sexiest granny in the world, Queen Silvy.
Well, you got that right, for it is me, Queen Silvy. On this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this great world today. I hope you're ready for some super greatness. Oh, we have some super greatness in store for you. But first, how are you, Smooth?
I am doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen. How are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose, is 24/7, 365. Queen Silver, you are always simply
I know.
amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, you are.
Oh, suki now. You better believe I'm amazing. That's right. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have an amazing guest and a few announcements, yes?
Absolutely. Quick, Ollie. The announcements go out. There's still all kinds of stuff going around all over the world. I mean, hey, everybody needs to take a serious chill pill and dial it back and like maybe hit the beach, relax, you know, have some fun with the kids, to stop
Something.
bombing each other, shit, that kind of, hey, come on. It's a lot easier to relax and be all tense. It will shorten their lives, right? So come on. Relax, everybody. And as Queen and I always say anyway, faith over fear.
That's right.
That's right. You'll get
Hold
through
on.
this. You will get through this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yes, we actually do have an exciting show today. We have a DJ out of Chicago, Illinois. He is also a producer, a recording artist, and a radio show host. It is Mr. T.P. Corleone.
Corleone, yeah.
The Corleone family, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll dove into that one a bit. Otherwise, hey, how about shouting out last week's listeners? Those of them in Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, Australia, United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, and Germany. Thank you for tuning on in last week.
Yes.
Next time I read that, I'll put my glasses on. Man, I'm getting old.
That's
and
all
shit.
right. That's all right. You got it out smooth. In fact, hey, I want you to know that if you're watching this live, Smooth and myself, we'd love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on our archive,
Our love is everlasting.
yes,
Queen.
right, our love is
They know this.
everlasting.
They know
Smooth.
this.
We love and appreciate you. Well, if you don't know now, you know, and I'm going to keep telling you every week, every day that we love and appreciate you. So, you know, you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on that and get this super greatness we have in store for you. Before we get things going, though, you know me, what I like to do at this moment is I like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. You know, you're not fully dressed until you wear a smile. I mean, a good smile is a magic pill that can make you feel good in every circumstance of life. You know, the strongest people, they tend to smile even though they're going through tough times. In fact, all the statistics in the world can't measure the warmth of a smile. So use your smile to change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. I mean, after all, there's always a reason to smile. You just have to find it, right? And those are some motivational words, you baby, from the Queen Silvy Show to you. I'm going to keep things going because I insist on giving a shout out to my good friends, my good kings and queens all over the world, like Pepper Gomez and Wake Up Music Group, Wake Up Music Rocks, holistic health advocate Marva Riley, Marie McKenzie and the International Sexual Assault Recovery Institute, Carmen Jewel and Massage Therapy by Carmen, Simone Enterprise and Entertainment Company, and the Simone Family Foundation. A Journey Through Healing with Beatrice Crawford Daniels.
Shout out to you.
Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rawl.
Shout out to you.
To Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patino, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Aaliyah, Asia Tay, Maya Camille, and Dejour.
Shout out to you.
To my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Jonathan Easley, Lee Allen Sr., Wade and Katrina, LP and Cynthia, Melvin and Teresa, Kaki, and Mike.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
To Nancy, Delia, and Chrissy from Fort Worth, Texas.
Shout out to you.
That's right. Ryan and Kelly and the All-American Boys, Matt and Tracy and the All-American Girls. Eh?
Shout out to you.
I think I need to pause for the calls, and clear my throat. One moment, please.
Woof, woof. Meow. Ribbit, ribbit.
Baby. Don't knock it till you try it because it's that ribbit part. You want to try it if you want to. To Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty Franklin, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanima, Websterito Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, and Princess Arielua.
Yes, to you.
Serena Williams, Pinky Harmon, Sassy Savage, Robin Taylor, DJ Team Roke 100.
Yes, to you.
To my good friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross.
Shout out to you.
Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine Lewis Anderson, James and Audrey, Serious Edition, and Nana Linda Hartley.
Shout out to you.
To Edith Verhoek, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gorvda, Miguel Montalban, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, and my good friend, Joe Maz.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent and shout out, baby, we will hook you up 3 days a week, every Tuesday, with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, and every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, as we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check out this resource. And when we get back, you already know, don't you? The ball's gonna be rolling with super greatness we have in store for you on the Queen Silvy Show. The Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
All right.
We are back on this terrific Tuesday. As I said before, you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to go on in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. A superstar from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, for 20 years passionately stimulating your mind, body, and soul with the sounds of house music and hip-hop. You know, he's releasing singles for the house music record label Wake Up Music Group. He's a host of his own popular YouTube show, giving you the best all rolled up into one nice recipe of funky, dope dance music. Ooh, didn't that just electrify you? Just saying just funky, dope dance music. I'm ready to pop right
That's
now.
a mouthful right there.
I'm telling you, live from Chicago, Illinois, I introduce to you DJ, record producer, recording artist, and radio show host, TP Corleone.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
Hey. Thanks so much for taking the time being here on the show today. I appreciate that indeed.
I appreciate you inviting me. It's a pleasure. I can already tell it's going to be a pleasure. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm honored. Thanks so much.
Already know, that's right. Before we go any further, though, without ado, I must shout out Queen Pepper Gomez with Wake Up Music. Wake Up Music rocks. Yes.
That's
the queen. Pepper. That's the hardest working queen I know aside from myself. But hey, that's what we do, though.
All right.
Chicago's finest, born Derek Perkins, but you're known to the world as DJ TP Corleone. Tell me about that brand name and how it came to be.
Funny. Okay. So when I was more rapping than involved in house music, like in the early 2000s, I was rapping under the name DTP, which are my initials for my name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually watching those when they used to have, I think, Video Jukebox, I think it was. And a rapper came on. It was Ludacris, and it was his first song with Shauna called, what's it called? I Can Make You, well, I forget. Make you lick you from your head to your toes. Anyway,
I know that
song. He mentioned DTP in that song a couple of times. I'm like, wait a minute now, what? So that was his record label at that time, Disturbing the Peace. So I just didn't want any confusions and everything. So I switched my name over to TP. I took the D off for my initials, so TP, and I added Corleone because at the time I was a big Godfather fan of the movie Godfather, so I just added the Corleone in there. I figured, if I add Corleone, people may pay attention to me more. I'll use the name as more of a crutch, see what happens with that. And it actually turned out to work.
Oh man, I'm digging that. When I saw Corleone. Everybody's going to remember it. They're going to know it. They're going to relate it to other things. But then when they hear you do what you do, it puts a whole
Yeah.
nother twist on the whole thing. I'm digging it.
Yeah. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Okay. You know, for 20 years, you've been bringing it. You've been throwing down the jams, But how would you describe the job? And wait, how would you define the job and describe the influence of the DJ?
Interested. You mean the influence of my influences, so to speak?
Yeah, that's how you want to answer that.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, first of all, it is a labor of love. I love doing it. I can say I was like a DJ before I was a DJ. I used to like make pause button mixes on my boombox back in the day before I really had any DJ equipment. So that kind of prepared my mind to know how to put sets together, DJ sets and so forth. So I've been doing that for years until I actually bought some real equipment about the year 2000. So it's a labor of love. I love it. It's so fun and easy just watching the crowd react when you put the music on. It's like reading a room. It's almost like an intuition, so to speak. A DJ's intuition, and reading the room with your music and playing your certain records is kind of like pushing the button. So it's so smooth. I love it, and I actually was DJing on the job. I was learning on the job. A guy that was teaching me the ending aspects of blending records together. He actually worked at a telemarketing job I worked at a time, a market research job. And he was teaching me how to do that. And when people at the job found out I was learning how to DJ, they hired me for gigs already. So that was kind of like learning on the job. I don't
Right?
know why they wanted me to DJ, and I hadn't did one party yet, but I guess because they thought I was a groovy person. So
Right?
I guess that's what it was. And so cool. It was so cool. Yeah. So
That's what's
it's
up,
labor of
though.
love, and I love it.
It sometimes pays to know somebody, but then again, it probably was your shining personality, and people wanted to get you aboard early on. So that's pretty good to have that
I
hookup
think
smooth.
so. Yeah. Thank you so much. I think that's what it was.
Hey, I don't want to put you on the spot by any means, but are you with the Pope or are you a Cubs fan?
Oh well.
Oh,
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big baseball fan, but because I live on the South Side, I'll go with the Cubs, because the Cubs have been there at least. You know what I'm saying? The Cubs been there at least. But
okay.
baseball, for some reason, I always fall asleep every time I watch a game. That's one sport, and don't smack me, don't kick me in the.
Hey, you know what? Keep it real. It's
Keeping
all
it
good.
real.
Yeah,
Got to
yeah.
accept me for me, right?
I think it's only been about 3 games in my whole life that I never fell asleep on.
And they were all baseball games.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but I still the Cubs more than the Sox because I'm South Side. It's kind of like the Cubs Stadium is kind of like in my neighborhood too, so I roll with the Cubs.
Oh, got it.
That's
Well,
what's up. Well, there's many different styles and varieties of house music. And some are pretty good these days. But I'm going to quote you because you said that you love many genres of music, but you've been focused on house music mainly. So tell me why and what is it about house music versus the other genres?
Well, it's the easiest music to party to. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I love R&B, funk, all that, but house gets the party going. It moves you, it grooves you, and what I love about the actual scene, it's very DJ focused, very DJ influence, which means you don't have to have that um, empty, silent space in between, one record to the next. A house party, we keep that certain energy going throughout the party. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I love about it. Like when I first became aware of the scene and the style of music and went to a house music party, I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The groove never stopped, no space between the songs, the beats matching, and
Right?
it's underground. So that's what I love about it the most.
But you know what? I found many years ago, and I don't mean many years ago, like that many, but you know how you go to a party and everybody's standing around? Everybody's, holding up the wall or just sitting down and things. Sometimes it's because of the music, the DJ. You got to be able to put that right tune in, right? So here from Toledo, Ohio, I had went to a party in Detroit, and I swear to you, and no offense to any big girls, because you know what? It is what it is. The DJ was playing some music, and man, the big girls, everybody was rocking. It was jamming, and I just, from that point on, became a championship seat dancer because I can't drop it like it's hot like that. But I can, but I can do what I do. But
There you go.
sometimes a good DJ will bring more than just sitting there tapping and popping your feet, but
Yes.
make you get your ass up. Now for
That's what
you,
I'm talking
what's your
about.
secret? Tell me your secret behind your ability to connect with the audience and the crowds, creating that high energy.
Well, again, I'd like to read. Again, I'll mention that third eye, sixth sense thing going together. I like to read the people, and I go by age demographics, um, racial demographic. I think about all these things when I'm looking at a crowd and so forth, and I try
Mm-hmm.
to connect with what I think is with their generation. Even with house music, house is a genre that encompasses people in their teens, 20s to 60s and 70s. So there's always something to pull from that. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I just look at the age, the racial, the gender, all that. You know what I mean? And I try to start off with something moody, but moody, semi-popular, but very universal to get everybody in. Then fill them in with something kind of a common ground type song, almost
Mm-hmm.
what they like a song. Then I hit them with the underground stuff, but with the same energy and keep it going throughout the night. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
well, I'm gonna test you right now. I'm gonna think of here something here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you got a crowd full of college students. Give me a name of a tune that'll work for the college kids.
Okay, college kids. Okay, I will go with a cut called and my daughter put me up on this cut. Make It Let It Happen by a guy called what's his dude name? Let it happen. Tame what's his dude name? Ooh, I'm having a brain fart now.
That's okay.
But Let It Happen. No, I know this dude's name. He's a European dude. But it's not I want to say Tame, whatever his name is, but
Okay.
it's called Let It
So
Happen.
listen, you
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
got a room. You're doing a party. Maybe it's
Yeah.
a anniversary or a birthday
I'm
party,
sorry.
and
Tame Impala is the guy's name. Tame Impala.
okay,
That's a very good college cut.
okay,
Even though he's like in his maybe 40s now, but it's a good college cut.
okay, that's all right. So what about you having to DJ maybe a retirement anniversary party, and you got all these 60, 65
Geriatrics.
years old,
Bunch
and
of geriatrics.
what would you throw down to get them moving?
I'll straight start off with Bad Girls by Donna Summer. I'll start off with that.
That's
Or
what's up.
even Don't Leave Me This Way by
Oh
Thelma Houston.
yeah.
I'll start off
Glory
with that.
Gaynor.
Yeah, that one always
Yeah,
gets
that's
some,
Glory
oh
Gaynor.
yeah, that's like an anthem
You
for
know,
so many.
yeah,
That'd get them drinking too, though. But hey, so listen, do you still call your music intergalactic pimpism?
Oh yeah, a little bit. You see, got the little space background too. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I like to make my music look like the tracks are produced. I like to give a certain mood feel to them. You know what I'm saying? I think part of
Mm,
that is from my Parliament Funkadelic influence. So
yeah,
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 intergalactic
Intergalactic and
is
yeah.
what
shit,
this.
right?
I like that intergalactic pimpism. I'm like, ooh, I
Yeah,
can
that
add
actually
that.
was the name of an intro for my first album I released independently a long time ago. That was
Okay.
the name of
You
the
got your
intro.
own starship and shit.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Well, see,
yes,
I'm getting to know a little bit about you because I mean, of course I do my homework and I'm like, this is a cool dude. And he from the Windy City. I got people in the Windy City. I know what's up with it. But
All
something
right,
else
all
that I
right.
think that you have in common, not with me, but with one of my brothers. I have 8 siblings, 5 brothers, right? One of those brothers, I used to call him a knucklehead because he used to, shall I say, manage strippers and streetwalkers. But is it true that you used to
Oh,
manage female strippers and escorts?
no, I'm not escorts. No, I wouldn't say escorts. I wouldn't say that. But hey, where did you get that from? Was that in my bio? I guess it was. See, I
I don't
opened
know.
myself to the world.
I just found that to be like, you know what? I got that one in common in my family, so it's
Could have
all,
been in the
Yeah,
fake news. We
so
don't know. Hey, we just.
you
right,
know,
no, keep it real for real. For a brief period of time, I was an exotic dancer for a brief period of
in the
time. Was it
'90s.
mid 90s? Yep, for about 3 years. It's something that just fell into my lap.
You
Fell
is
into my lap
good.
from a homie.
What?
A homie was doing it, and I asked to borrow some money from him one day, and he was like, "Look, dude, I could just show you how to make some money. I'm gonna go. I didn't know he was doing this at the time. He said, Tell you what, I'm a dancer, right? I'm gonna let you wear my costume. I got a show to do this weekend. I'll let you make." And at that time, like $100 was a lot of money for 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
$100 still is a lot of money. What do you mean?
Right. Okay. Okay. And when he said he was a dancer, I thought it meant like what? This was the '90s. We're thinking like Bobby Brown, MC Hammer kind of dancing. You know what I mean? Something like that. But no, he meant dancing, dancing. Oh, okay. Excuse me. So yeah. So it was cool. It was a nice little 3-year
That's
run.
all right. That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do. You learn
Oh,
from
you
it.
know what? Related to that, this was before I became official DJ, but that's during the time I was still doing my pause button boombox kind of semi mixes with the boombox pause
Mm-hmm.
buttons, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of DJs were paying. I'm sorry, a lot of strippers were paying DJs to make their like CDs and tapes,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that they
Mm-hmm.
come out to perform on. But I was making my own, and I was actually putting some of my own tracks on my performance tapes too, just to try my tracks out on the public. Nobody even knew that those were my tracks I was dancing to. You know what I mean? So I
That's
kind of
what's
put that
up.
all together at that
That's
time.
what's up. Throwing all that
Yeah.
authenticity and giving it
Yes,
to
yes,
them.
yes.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
reflecting on decades of a successful career, because anything you put your hand in and doing, you are being successful. You are building this legacy that you are creating. But what's some of the landmarks and accomplishments that you're most proud of?
Okay, wait. Okay, so I would say I would take one from the past and one from the present. My very first recording in this industry was actually right out of high school when house music was first becoming a movement in Chicago as far as a household word. Me and two buddies of mine recorded a song which happened to rise high on the UK independent charts. I was flipping through a magazine at the time called New Music Express. It was called I'm House with the put together called The Elect that a friend of mine wrote named Steve Hayes, another friend of mine sang on. And it went to number one on that chart. And I was happy, like 18 years old, you know what I mean? 18, 19.
That's what's
And
up.
I was like, this it. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich, baby. But of course, it was back in the days when you've heard the familiar stories when young people sign things or don't sign contracts and don't really get the money or just
Mm-hmm.
didn't handle their business correctly. We were without a lawyer, so to speak. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the mere fact that it was my first recording and it went number one, so I was happy about that. Currently, I'm very happy about the label I recorded with right now, Wake Up Music Group with Queen Pepper Gomez, because every song I've done with her so far has had rave reviews, charted number one on some charts like the Kings of Spins and so forth, good reviews, everything. My recent one is doing pretty good. People are digging. So, yeah, I'm proud to actually be working with Wake Up Music Group. She goes way back at the roots of house music as well. So I'm
That's
happy to
right.
be working with somebody like that. So, to me, I'm proud of that. Very
Right.
proud and grateful for that.
Well, you're in good hands. You're doing your own thing. You know what it is that you're doing. Sleep with the DJ. Is that the newest one that you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
T-
Ooh, can I take this kind of hot real quick? Speaking of
yeah.
sleeping with somebody, yeah,
So tell
I
me
was
about
doing,
Sleep with the DJ.
all right. So yeah, so it's a song that I envisioned, kind of like to me one day in the back of my head when I was breaking down my equipment after a party, and you see some of the chicks hanging around, you wondering, I know she want to holler, but I ain't gonna holler at her because I'm gonna get in trouble. And so when that happens sometimes on a frequent basis, these ideas in your mind just stick there. Like she want to sleep with the DJ, huh? So the idea and the influence and the kind of emotion me recording that song, and not just me. I've met a lot of in the house music field, of course, on the house music scene. As a party goer or club head, I've met a lot of young ladies through the years that came to meet and sleep with the DJ, and not me, but other DJs. What
Oh
I'm saying.
yes.
So I think it's appropriate for the scene. It's a fun, cute, catchy tune, and people can relate to it, whether you are a dancer, a DJ, a groupie, whatever, I believe a lot of people can kind of relate to that.
They
You know what I'm
sure
saying? And
can.
seeing it in action, to be honest, and seeing it in real time.
Hey, they sure can. We're going to silvy it to you right here on the Queen Silvy Show. Sleep with the DJ with TP Corleone. Check it out.
Sexy girl, hoop in your nose, drip down to a T. You ain't trying to get chose. Anything goes when you look that fine. There's just one thing on her mind. She wants to play with the DJ. She wants to lay with the DJ. She wants to creep with the DJ. She wants to sleep with the DJ. She like my beats, she like my beats. Ooh, she wanna freak, I'm going deep. Ooh, I hit the spots, I beat the box. When I work the party, you know I always work it non-stop. Ooh, she got a body, she got a body. Ooh, she like to party, she like to party. Ooh, this girl a baddie, she got a fatty. But she ain't trying to funk with you. All she ever wanna do is play with the DJ. She wants to lay with the DJ. She wanna creep with the DJ. She wanna sleep with the DJ. Nigga. Oh, she like my voice. She like my voice. When I spit upon the mic, she say it make her moist. Ooh, she like my bass up in her face. The way she know I like that she the baddest bitch up in the place. Ooh, she came to Jack, to be exact. Such a diva, socialite, cause she know where the party at. Ooh, it's last call for alcohol. Grab your purse and your skirt, cause you know it's time to work and play with the DJ. She wants to lay with the DJ. She wanna creep with the DJ. She wanna freak with the DJ. Get it? Hey DJ. Hashtag DJ life. Hashtag DJ life. That's that DJ life. That's that DJ life. Hashtag DJ life. Hashtag DJ life. That's that DJ life. That's that DJ life. Oh, DJ.
Let me tell you, there was messages within the lines of that their song that'll make you think and make you wonder, well, are you talking about or are you talking about You know, I can see a lot of hoochies taking that song you just done and reading a little bit more into it. But you know, just like musicians who always have groupies and people on, you DJs, I'm assuming, do too. So how do you handle any distractions when you up there focusing, doing your thing? You got some drunk person up there trying to do a request or something. How do you handle the distractions, the haters, and the hoochies?
It's cool with the haters, you know. I know how to act like I'm going to play their favorite song and never play it. You know, I say something's wrong with the equipment or something like that, or whatever. So I give them some to say push on. But the hoochies, you know, I will say this: they're kind of respectful, so it doesn't happen that often, you know. But when it does happen, so I am married, so I say you're married, that they run. like you got the plague, you know what I mean? So until I'm married, so then it went away. So it's a good thing being married, you know, but
Right?
just for that one reason itself with no any others, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
Right,
I
right.
mean, if I wasn't married, I'd tell you I'm married and gone now.
Right, right.
Get your ass on out of here.
Right, 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 right.
But
So you know.
in a rapidly evolving music landscape, even some artists that's exploring the hybrid genres, all this new stuff, new technology, new everything. How do you foresee the future of music down the line?
Wow, to be honest, in a way it's kind of discouraging, but in a way it depends on how you choose to place yourself in the future. But right now, this AI is kind of very, very scary. You know what I mean?
Oh
You know,
yeah.
AI can mimic artists, sounds, styles, voices, and things like that. People may be able to DJ a party without even needing a DJ. So I feel like this: anybody that's involved in anything regarding creativity, whether it's your field, my field, anything, we need to start learning how to place ourselves in the programming behind the scenes area of these fields. So
Mm-hmm.
the technology doesn't run away from us. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because if not, we'll be out of work. You know,
Right.
but but if you put your own creativity and understanding of what you do behind the programming, you still can do it in a unique way where no one else can do it. You know, so
Right.
that's how I feel.
Right.
That's kind of a cop out answer, but that's how I feel.
No,
That's how.
that's how you handle the challenge of this stuff going on right now, technology. I mean,
Yeah.
let's face it. Even when it comes to music, back in the day, it was all about signing to a label. It was all about them doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays,
Hmm.
every artist is doing it their own self. They the producers. They're
Yep.
the creators. They're all that. And the same thing with you in the music industry and DJs and all got to stay up to par, stay up to what all this new stuff going on. And some of it is threatening to me because like I didn't give you permission to put me on this here or on that there, but they can get away with it.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
watched Judge Judy, so I know what I'm talking about.
You get
But
your a law degree from watching Judge Judy.
well,
Huh?
I learned a little something, something.
Right,
But for
right,
you,
right.
tell me what's one goal, TP, that you're still working to achieve.
Okay. I'm working to release an EP slash album, which I hadn't released, began to complete. I'm looking forward to having that done probably by the end of the year. But a bigger goal is to, believe it or not, as I mentioned earlier, like the different demographics of people who enjoy house music. I would really, really, really love to start putting on my own festivals.
Mm,
People from the like in parks and things like that, from
yes.
people from the ages of 12 to 100 can get together, party, enjoy some of this music, like the day we used to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. I mean, people do it, but I would like to do it in a way that's done without no age discrimination, no genre,
That's
no
what's up. Can't we all get
gender
along?
discrimination, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. On a regular basis, and also
You,
part of movement
I'm gonna
of
say, you know what you could do on something like that is
talk
you
to
could
me, yeah, Tim.
is like we could have like in the afternoon and early evening have 60s, 70s, and then have them come after that. You can have 80s through the gems, and then in the late evenings when the people like to party and stick around.
Yeah, yeah, I could dig that. I could dig that. We may
Yeah.
have to collab on that.
Then people
Yeah.
are
So we do
comfortable. You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
Tim. I could dig that.
Yeah, you be busy. Your equipment
Hmm.
will be hot, but you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you wear many hats. So let's keep it real. And of the many hats that you wear and the things that you do, we're talking DJ and music. But what other things are you passionate about?
Um, Believe it or not, I'm passionate, and this is going to sound corny, but I'm kind of passionate about human rights, and especially in the daylight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which goes to kind of like we were talking about the future as well. I also would like to gear my music a little bit more towards message, not preachy message, but more like a Earth, Wind, and Fire type, even some Bob Dylan type themes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's a little bit too chaotic out here, but still groovy, funky, and banging the box and everything. But something that makes people distracted from the negativity and look at how we are more alike than different. You know what I mean?
I'm
And
all
that's the
with that.
It's
yeah.
something that's going to educate you,
Talk to me.
right? And hey, they're already trying to erase a lot of the history. So if you can preach it in your message, and I'm not saying preach it in your message, but if you
but reveal
if
it.
you
Not
can
preach,
reveal
but
it in your message and it's
Right.
the truth, hey, what did King say?
Don't let us stop you. Do it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, for real. And
I'm
nobody's really doing it on the main. I guess I would say on the mainstream level, I don't really see anybody really doing it like that. They may act like they're doing it, but not really. But that kind of is something that needs to be injected in a culture like ASAP.
I agree.
So,
I agree
you know
with
what
you.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna be busy doing some things, and those are some great things to do. Carry that out, my friend. Carry that out.
Thank you.
But before we go out with another jam, tell me about your YouTube show, TP Corleone Funk Zone, and
Yeah,
any
so
other shows that you have. How somebody can vibe to it.
sure, okay. So the TP Corleone Funk Zone is a YouTube channel that was on hiatus almost for about a year, but I'm bringing it back out this month actually, where I interview people involved in the industry, a lot of music related things, but not 100% music related things, but people that vibe on a kind of funky frequency, doing things that I like and love. The cool thing about it with having your own show, which you probably know, is that because it's not like on a television show or a radio station, you can control who you want to be on it
Right.
whenever you want them to be
Right.
on it at your time. So if I don't like you, you're not going to be on it. And if I can't find anybody I like, I just won't do a show that week. You know what I mean? So that's that. I also have a mixed show on lwrradio.com. It's an online radio station short for London World Radio. It airs 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time, which is 10 to midnight their time, GMT. So 2 hours of good old new school house music. And there's another show on Chicago, on what's this station? Soul Mix Radio. My man Chris has me on there. I appreciate them. They specialize in a lot of groovy, soulful house. So I have a show on there which airs every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, those are my 3 shows I have.
That's what's up. Well, busy doing it, but I'm telling you, the world needs music. Boy,
Yeah,
get it
it's
down
a
in the
drug. It's a
soul.
good drug. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a good drug.
Oh yeah. There's a song out there for everybody. There's a beat out there to make a butt pop. If you need a butt pop or a toe slap, whatever.
Butt pop, baby. Yeah.
Shoulder shrug, whatever. Because there's a lot of stress, a lot of stuff going on in this world today. And I'm telling you, for me anyway, music does the job for me. Whether I'm cleaning the house, whether I'm making love, whether I'm just chilling out in the yard with company, whatever. There's always music, and everybody you need to know. There's also TP Corleone, baby.
Yeah,
Corleone.
baby. Yeah, baby.
I like that name, Corleone. I'm like, hey, he's TP Corleone. Yes, he's part of the family, but he's doing his own thing with the TP Corleone Funk Zone. Everybody get with it. But
Yeah,
listen,
baby.
before I get with it, though, with this next song that we're going to go out with, is there anything that, you want to say or add that perhaps I didn't ask you?
Oh yeah, there is I hooked up with a crew of DJs recently, and we are throwing a very nice party. 5 DJs. We do it real good at a place called the Blue Note Jazz Club in Broadview, Illinois, every last Sunday of the month. We have one coming up this weekend, Sunday, the day before Memorial Day. So come on down, for y'all in Chicago, the Chicago house is, come on down. Some good groovy house music. I open it up, and the other 4 DJs is going to guarantee you a good groovy time, no egos, none but fun, good vibe, good music, good drinks. The barmaid really pours good drinks over there. So yeah, come check me out. So, day before Memorial Day.
That's
this
what's
Sunday
up.
coming up.
Jamming. Hey, keep me posted on some of the things you're doing. I'll gladly share it out there. to the world.
Thank
And
you. Thank you so
you
much.
never know. You just might see old Smooth and Queen over there trying to shake a root or
Y'all.
or something. Because
Don't surprise me now.
oh yeah,
They ain't don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
slow.
yeah. We still
never
got
know.
it. That's right. That's right.
Yes,
So listen, tell
yes.
everybody how you can be followed on social media and contact you for booking.
Okay, yeah. So I do accept booking contacts on Instagram/TP Corleone, and on Facebook as well. So you can catch me mainly on those two pages. I'm on LinkedIn as well, but I mainly do most of my business contacts and bookings on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, all right. Down to the Ground is the name of the tune. What do you have to say about this jam?
Oh, I love this. My daughter Joy actually sang the hook on it. So yeah, check that out.
All
She
right.
sang the hook on it.
Superstar
Yes,
in the
yes.
making.
Mhm.
That's what's up. Hey, I thank you so much for taking the time being here on the show. You're welcome to come back anytime you want to jam or throw us down with some of the great music that you produce, great music that you perform, the great music that you do. Down to the Ground is the name of the tune by TP Corleone. Enjoy this song, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you so much, TP.
Hey, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
I really, really appreciate it, and you made my day. That's
Hey,
all I'm gonna say. Let's get it.
I appreciate that. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground.
Disco down, triple down, work your body to the ground. Afro beats, disco sweet, hit the flow, pull a freak. Spoken word, what you heard. Where my heads, where my nerves. We the people of the night, we'll make you work that body right.
Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground.
Wild child, pretty smile, like your swag, dig your style. Here I am, feel you are, you a freak, I'm a star. Damn, this track is hot. Bam, blow up the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work that body on the floor.
Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground. Work that body, work that body, work that body down to the ground.
All righty then.
Ooh, my chair is sizzling. I was dropping it like it was sizzle.
That was enjoyable.
Yes. You were just listening to Down to the Ground. Oh my gosh, and that's a hot hit song for the one and only Chicago's finest, T.P. Corleone. Earlier today, we listened to Sleep with the DJ, and I like that song too because I know there's some hoochies out there that's going to make that their anthem. Sleep with the DJ. But it's a great song too, again, by T.P. Corleone. Go and follow him on all social media platforms. So much music, so much to give, and it's all there for you. He also has a YouTube channel, a YouTube show that's T.P. Corleone Funk Zone. So, hey, check that out as well. Get your groove on. Music does a lot for the body, the mind, and the soul, and you can come aboard and groove, I'm telling you.
It's better than milk. It does the body good.
Yeah, it is better than milk. Milk gives you gas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's
So,
not fun at all.
Later for the gas and jam with T.P. Corleone on all social media platforms. We are honored and thankful to have him here. Again, shout out to Queen Pepper Gomez at Wake Up Music Group, Wake Up Music Rock. She's doing some fantastic things. Oh my God, hardest working girl I know, aside from myself.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't. Yeah, you know, hey.
Aside from myself.
I'll put you. You're an Olympian.
Yes, thank you. That and more. We'll start there.
That's part of the list, you know.
Right there. Hey, you know I've only had a cup of tea, so I'm ready to have what? You already know.
And have lunch.
Plates.
Where are we going for lunch?
I don't know. I'll think about that in just a moment. But I do want to take the time and thank you for being here, listening and watching and spreading the word around, getting this super greatness we provide on every Tuesday with a multiple award winning The Queen Silver Show, because you know we aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Some out there wondering, what day is it? Well, it's Tuesday, ding dong. Okay, because tomorrow is Wednesday, and that's Smooth Tim and Tim's Tidbits. That is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Do check your time zones. Anything you want to say?
We'll talk about Trump's trip to the Middle East, how that all fared out. And talk about some of the people that are under indictment for, what, I don't know, sneezing the wrong way, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's entertaining.
It is indeed. You know, they also have the asshole of the week. Find out who that asshole of the week is. You don't know, will you? But
It's not a hard guess. But anyhow, go ahead.
To Tim's Tidbits tomorrow on Wednesday. Then come on back on Thursday. That's the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, with great people, great queens, kings from all over, bringing you inspirational, encouraging, motivating. It's really simply a
Potpourri of entertainment to send them off to their weekend with a smile on their face.
That's right. All coming from the heart just for you. We also have on the show the Now You Know show question of the week, where my good friends video in their answer to the show question of the week. Then we end the show with a special video showcase that Smooth will provide clues along the way of letting you know
Can
who
I
that
start
person
giving them
is.
clues, or I got to wait
No,
to the show?
You must wait to the show.
Wait to the show.
So go out and make the most of your day. Make the most of your night. Be kind to your neighbors, your families. Check on someone, if you will, because I'm going to eat right now. So with that said, all right.
I want to tell them a little something first. Can I tell them something?
Yes, you can tell them something.
Top of the screen, you're going to see scrolling ways to get a hold of the Queen and or myself, and ways to view our previous shows. You can go to www and drop us a message, and that's on the message tab, and or you can go to the YouTube site, drop in the Queen Silvy Show, to catch up on all the episodes of the shows that the Queen had aforementioned. It was so wonderful. It's entertaining. Go ahead and binge watch.
Oh, yes.
There's probably about 48 hours. Boy,
There's so much great things there for you.
There might be almost a week's worth of binge watching if you really put it.
Well, 8, 9, 10 years is a little more than that. But
Yeah,
go
go
check
ahead.
it out. Challenge yourself, if you will. That's what you do.
Yeah, if you accomplish that, let us know.
It's those things that make you go, So with that said, hey.
Yeah, until next week, same Queen time, same Queen station. Hey, people, we'll holla. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Kate Hudson Hall. I am an author, therapist, and podcaster. My new book has been released called Anxiety Hacks, with proven techniques, tools, and tips to calmness. So if you suffer from generalized anxiety, panic attacks, or feel abnormally anxious about certain things, Within Anxiety Hacks, I show you how you can overcome these conditions successfully, enjoy a healthy and carefree life. My website is katehudson-hall.com. Anxiety Hacks is available now on Amazon.